Hello, my name is Olga, and I will be presenting on Gestalt Psychology. The goals for this presentation would be to define Gestalt Psychology, think of when it happened, talk about some of the people that made contributions to it, talk about some of the important terms and theories of Gestalt Psychology. Definition of Gestalt Psychology is that it examines intact whole behavior or cognitive experience. Um, the emphasis here is on studying conscious experience as a whole, and it's not following the stimulus response contingencies of behaviorism. So when did this happen? It originated in Germany in 1920s and transitioned to the US with Nazis coming to power. Moving on to some of the contributors. First, I'll talk about Max Wertheimer, and he came up with the phi phenomenon. So that is the illusion that two flashing lights are moving from one place to another when in fact they are stationary. An example that I thought of is a flip book. So the image on each page is a still image, but as we flip through the pages quickly, the images appear to be moving. The next person worth mentioning is Kurt Kafka. He wrote the article Perception, an Introduction to Gestalt Theory in 1922, which presented the basic concepts of Gestalt psychology to the US. Maybe with that title, it brought some confusion to where people thought that it's more so on perception, that Gestalt psychology has to do with perception. Next, there's Wolfgang Kuhler examined learning in chimpanzees. His research showed evidence for insightful learning, which pointed to cognitive rather than behavioral trial and error. Into some of the terms and theories of Gestalt psychology. So psychological isomorphism is that brain activity causes mental experience and not sensory information. Law of Prägnanz, brain organizes and simplifies incoming information according to constancy principles of size, shape, color, and object. So the constancy hypothesis then is that every sensory element in consciousness corresponds to a specific physical stimulus registered by a sense organ. So everything in the physical world that we touch, see, hear has a term. Like in our head, our brain has a term for it. In Gestalt psychology, there's two types of information processing systems, top-bottom and bottom-up. Bottom-up is stimulus-driven, while top-bottom is using previous experience and memory. Also, Gestalt psychology follows principles of perceptual organization as well, figure ground, continuity, closure, proximity, and similarity. Figure ground is when you look at a picture, depending whether you're looking in the foreground or the background is what you will see. Continuity is forming a line that's not there. Closure is when you complete an object that is not completed. Proximity is grouping things together that are close together, or similarity is grouping when objects are similar. And I got these from the lecture. Thank you. Have a good day.